this week is pretty special. It's our kind of first ever Integral Ecology course for our First Studies program, which is our young Jesuits in formation who are doing their studies at Loyola. Most of them are getting a degree in a master's in social philosophy. This is a chance to integrate and incorporate an environmental ecological perspective. So this week is about learning about the basics of ecosystems, how we approach them, how biodiversity has come about over time, how we measure it, but doing this in the context of connecting dots to how that connects to social questions that these men are studying and that we're thinking about as human beings and specifically as Jesuits.
A theme this week has been how before we can become stewards of something, we must love it, and before we can love it, we must come to know it. And so I think this week has really been an exercise in the first two steps of that three-prong approach, where we're learning about the environment, we're learning about biodiversity and ecosystems, and hopefully that's planting the seeds of love in each one of us to love creation, to love nature, so that we can become stewards of it today and tomorrow.
What I've been really impressed with is the incorporation of really good lecture and discussion sessions while also getting out into the field and getting experience, hands-on, getting dirty in the mud, and also identifying different birds and plants and animals.
This is supposed to be summer one and part of a context where next year we'll talk about water and food systems, and the year after that we'll talk about energy and climate change and provide this as an ongoing series for our men in formation.
It's a great gift, and so I feel very lucky to have this week and have this opportunity. And Dr. Nancy Tuckman is here, and Dr. Bobby Lamberts, and Father Steve Minton, and Mark Mackey, and Michael Peterson are just really like heavy hitters in the SES. And so to have them here to share their love, their knowledge, their expertise with us is just a wonderful gift.
Being out here at the beautiful Loyola University Retreat and Ecology Center, or LUREC, is kind of a place we figured this isn't a topic just to do in lecture halls and classrooms. That's why we figured we'd come out to this immersive place, have a chance to learn, do some lecture, but then step outside and have a chance to kind of see and incorporate and experience the things that we're learning about.
Our reflections we have at the end of each day, we sort of centered around something maybe in our faith tradition, but bringing in different spiritualities too, and understanding how we kind of fit in this system, and to get people's perspective, different guys I live with, here's how I'm relating to this aspect of the environment or creation or nature. And then here's how it's coming into my faith life. And so you're kind of seeing maybe the first steps or seeds or growth of something that will hopefully turn into like an advocacy, a stewardship of the earth.
It's part of an ongoing story that's happening in the Jesuit order, which goes back to St. Ignatius 500 plus years ago. But you can look back in some of our important documents and meetings that we've had as Jesuits over the past couple decades and see ecology kind of rising to the surface of questions that are pertinent as we're asking, how do we go about helping humans thrive and helping to cultivate faith and justice and the things that Jesuits are about, and ecology is going to be a part of that.
Many Jesuits are involved in education, retreat work, and parish ministry, and so there's a wide reach of people that we get to interact with. And I think that the more that we know about these kinds of topics and are able to communicate those effectively, the better we can be at promoting ecology and environmental justice.